So the first thing you want to do is set your oven at 350 degrees. While that's heating up, we're going to take the ingredients that I have over here. I have one and a half cups flour. I have a quarter cup of cocoa powder, which I'm going to add to the flour. And I have half teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon and a half of baking powder all mixed together here. I'm going to add that to the dry ingredients. So what we want to do is we're going to mix these ingredients together and leave them in this bowl and move on to the next thing, which I'll explain to you. So I'm going to use this whisk to blend the ingredients together, to mix them in evenly throughout the mixture. You can see here we got the cocoa powder, baking soda, baking powder, salt, all mixed together in these dry ingredients, all well mixed. Now I forgot to add in there, we need 2 large bananas, and you want to mash them. This is a pastry knife that I'm using. You want to get it well mashed. Next, you want to add the milk to a mixture. Quarter cup of milk. You got the sugar and the half cup of sugar to the mixture. A half cup of canola oil. The canola oil is what's going to make the muffins nice and moist. And I have to add an egg and a teaspoon of that vanilla extract. Now once we have all those ingredients in, we want to mix them well, blend them together well. Get nice and incorporate it together smoothly until it's well blended. Alright, now that we have it there, now that it's blended, time to add the flour. So now you can see I have the flour and cocoa and mixed together. And what I like to do is I put it on stir. I use a spoon and gradually add it to the mix as you go along. A spoonful at a time. This keeps it from spraying out the side of the bowl, and you can keep an eye on it as you add it. So I'm going to keep adding so all this mixture is in there, in the mixture, being well blended. Spoonful at a time. See how it's all coming together in there, starting to form into a mix. So now we have all the flour mixture in there, and what you want to do is just get a spatula and you want to scrape down the sides, make sure everything is getting in that mix. Now what I like to do is at this point I like to turn it off, lift up the mixer here, and take this, get all your mix off. And I like to change up the wheel, the pad, to a paddle, mixing paddle like this, so it doesn't destroy, over mix. You just want to incorporate everything together. I removed the wire whisk, and then what you want to do is you want to scrape everything down like this. You want to get all that dry mix, incorporate it into the mix at the bottom, and scrape the bottom of the bowl and turn it. Now it's nice and thick. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to add the chocolate chips and the banana. And I'll be right back. Okay, now we have the chocolate chips and the bananas in there. I'm gonna put the attachment on, make sure everything's secure and locked, and start to stir and get it to incorporate into the rest of the mix. You don't have to do this very long. You just want to make sure it's all evenly mixed, and that'll be enough. Now it's ready. You want to line a 12-spot muffin pan. You want to put some liners in it and fill them 3/4 of the way up. Okay, now I'm starting to fill them. This is how high you want to fill them up, at 3/4 of the way. Now, when I took the paddle wheel off, the mixing wheel off, I've taken this spatula and scraped around the sides and mixed it well. And now I'm taking a spoon and filling that up. And I'm just going over here and filling all my cups. And you can use a smaller spatula to scrape the spoon as you dump it in there. And you want to take your time and do it right and neat. Try to be as neat as possible. And until you get them all filled, and then they're going to go into the oven. 350 for 20 to 25 minutes, or until a toothpick insert comes out clean. Okay, we have them all filled. And as you can see, that batch was enough to fill 12 cups up here. So off to the oven we go. Well, there you go, exactly 20 minutes later. And I gotta tell you, when you bake for yourself and learn how to bake, you get the extra French benefits of the aroma. This whole kitchen is full. It smells like a chocolate factory in here. You can see how they baked up real nicely. And I got them on a cooling rack, and you want to let them sit until they get to room temperature. And then you can put them in a container, an airtight container, and seal them up and put them in the fridge. Or you can leave them out and eat them at room temperature. But I'll tell you, it smells wonderful. I encourage you to bake. One thing about ovens, I have a convection oven. A convection oven is an oven that's fixed with a circulator fan. What it does is circulate the hot air around. So each oven varies. If you have a conventional oven where the heat source is in the bottom, it's going to take a little longer for them to bake. But this, with the circulating air, hot air, in the convection oven, it all baked up within exactly 20 minutes. So I hope this will inspire people to bake and share it with somebody. There's nothing more better than the best gift that I ever received is giving to people, and then when they smile, that's my reward. So I made this batch up for tomorrow morning, Sunday morning at church. I'll bring them in and put them out for people to enjoy. Y'all have a blessed day.